David, a man after God's own heart. You know, sometimes I wonder why, and all of us actually call him a man after his own heart. But there's a lot of things that add up to the principle behind why God called him David, a man after his own heart. Happy Sabbath, everyone. You know, I know we had a rough week. Some of you may have had a good week, despite of whatever circumstances that you. Therefore, all of us has given us another opportunity to spend time with you. Thanks with you this night. If you're watching this live stream right now, if you're going to watch later, it's probably in the morning or in the afternoon or during the day, whatever it is or whenever it is. I'd like to say God bless you and thank you for joining me. All right, let me just share from this text. You know, Psalms is a book where it's a poetry book. David has wrote a lot of his thoughts into literature, and a lot of his work is interesting and it's deep to study if you decide to study and break down into poetry form and looking more theme that runs in between each principles that David outline him inside the book of Psalms. I'm just going to read from this book. 46. Psalms 46. Psalms 46 verses 1 and verses 2. Psalms 46 verses 1 and 2. And this is what the psalmist says. God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Plantibly misal sa text, and we all the time we talk about it, and we are it's probably one of those simple texts where a kid can explain big man refuge bli me strength bli me lo time to trouble, okay, or beginning can explain him this, but then it goes much more deeper. Verse 2 talks him, therefore I will not fear, though the earth be removed and the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. I look at it from this perspective. The first verse talks him, and David painted his picture. God am refuge for me. He is my refuge and He is my strength. Refuge by me to place where me can find Him security. A place where I can find security. He's my refuge, and where you find security, that's where you find strength. Plantiman by look at dog. They find strength in their territory. You look at your animal outside, they'll run away. They will run away, but once they step into the yard, they'll turn back and will face him instead. They know that this is their territory. Okay, David, the presence of God, and when I'm talking God is my refuge and strength, I'm giving this a picture also. When I'm in the presence of God, He is my security, He's my strength, He's my refuge. And then I'm going to the second verse. Now I'm talking, therefore I will not fear, though the earth, okay, I'm talking, therefore mino na proporet. And you see that in Lord Dog, they will defend their territory as long as they know that all stuff inside law, premises law, place law, and that's what it is. In fact, or beginning itu, when you look at it, that when they are in the presence of their parents, how can talk to anyone or like or papa and mama isa. So to have someone of that kind of strength, David and painting is the picture also. Mixed up with the man where is much stronger than anyone else. And I find my strength, my refuge. The time, the problem, I miss him when I'm with God. I find strength and refuge in Him. Okay? And I'm continue go down Him to him. Therefore, minuna poret. Therefore, minuna poret. Though the earth be removed, you see an extent of I'm like talking me also. Minuna poret. Kind of when you want to express your bravery, say you may express him bravery, you want to express your bravery na tokosam. This is minus poret. Poret you come, carry a knife come. The extent of saying bring this, do this, and I want fear. So this la kain picture David and put him out there. And kirap nam to kosam. God am refuge na strength to me in times of trouble. Therefore, osem na. Mino na poret. Even suppose this la ground mi sana plonga is taken away from me, is removed. And put him low. And put him low this la kain picture way. By me to ako na. Metaphoric picture the extent of though the earth be removed. Though this la ground will be taken away from here. Or the mountains but be carried into the midst of the sea. In poetic form, I'm using geographical metaphors. And talk ground, earth, the mountains. So the height of troubles, if it be carried into the I'm continuing verse 3 I'm talking. Me to me stop verse 2, but I'd like to continue and talk. Though the waters thereof roar and troubled, though the mountains shake with swelling thereof. I'm expressing the truth all this law. Though the mountains shake, though the rivers roar, the sea. I'm go me like talking. I'm talk also. Very interesting. You read him come down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 come down here. Talking plenty of things that can happen. Where I'm causing fear and it can cause us to shake the foundations of our security. Verse 10 now I'm kirabnem talk. Be still and know that I am God. And I will exalt thee in the earth. But be still. Stop busy. Busy and know that I am God. I will do what I know is best for you. I will exalt you. Be still. Inside of this ting. It comes with the idea of trust, having faith in the God that you serve, having faith in the person that you find refuge in. I've lived in Ley for almost 20 years, and plenty of months I talk about Ley na talk. It's a hard place to live, especially when it comes to safety, and I've had a lot of people talk about it, but let me tell you guys something. Ley is to live in. If you have a chance to be there and to live there, take to heart. Very nice people. But yes, there's problems. There's problems everywhere. And this is one of the instances that happened when I was in Ley. So this happened in 2014. 2014. So I was in the house. I was in the house, and mom and dad, mom's na paps tupla, they were out on a mission trip. So my mom and my dad, they're missionaries. So they went out on a mission trip. My dad went somewhere. He probably traveled overseas. My mom went up to Garaina, I think. Yeah, that's in the bushes of Morobe. So I hope I'm right. And she was running a meeting there, and this was Friday night. So we were living at 2 miles. So in the night, I was a bit sick, so I woke up around, I don't know. I had a small dog, a puppy. I had a puppy I took care of, and it was sleeping outside. So in the night, it kept on barking and barking, and I was thinking, okay, look, I'm sick, I'm tired, I just don't want to wake up and go out. But I'm thinking to just get up and go outside, and to shush him up. Me get up, and then another voice told me, slowly, walking noise, get up, go about this. So me get up, and me walked out, and I peeped through the window. Me open the window, and I look through, and to my surprise, I saw people. There was about 20, 30 plaman. They surrounded the house. Knife, axes, iron bars. I looked at my puppy. It was really barking away and crying. And so I inside into the kitchen. I took out an axe. Mirausi axe, na mirausi ompla grass knife, a bush knife, a long bush knife. Mi only axe ompla side, mi only bush knife ompla side. Okay, the house has 3 doors. The house has 3 doors. The other 2 doors, me push him bed, go block him slowly, and the one door so let me sanap lem stop. Me sanap lap. So I was watching. And I thought, okay, ball come on top from this door. Doya, me block him so. This door where ball come on top I'm going to take them out one by one, because it's a narrow path up to the door. So I'll take them out one by one from my end. So I was there thinking about all these gruesome things to do. And then I realized that, wait, this. And I wasn't panicking. I was really at composed. So me calm straight. So me kisi phone now me ring. I called. I didn't knew if mom's back up at that time, but I just called. So me call. It was at 4 o'clock in the morning. She picked up the phone and said, son, what's happening? I told Mom, I am being surrounded. The house is being surrounded with people with machete, with people with weapons all surround the house. I thought, okay. And thought, okay, we just woke up to pray. I'm going to pray. We all are going to pray now. I just woke up. The ladies, na mipa like pray. I don't know. Somehow me just get up and pray. And I'm right now. I have an axe and a bush knife in my hand right now, and I'm standing in front of the door. She said, "Don't do anything. We're going to pray." So they prayed. She prayed. They were praying. Very powerful prayer. And then I stood there and I was watching, looking out through the window and watching what was going to happen next. And then after a few minutes, I think a minute, 2 minutes, about 2 minutes, I just saw